Hello and welcome to the short presentation on UQ Broad Student Exchange Program at the University of Queensland. Throughout this presentation, I'll be referring to the UQ Broad website to help you to understand how to navigate your way around. So please familiarize yourself with the web address www.uq.edu.au/UQBroad. This presentation will provide you with more information about the exchange programs and studying in the USA. As you'll see from this map, there are over 30 partner universities across the country that offer a wide variety of academic programs. With such variety, you'll want to consider the following topics when choosing your host university preferences. First, academics is very important. Many U.S. universities have restrictions on the number of courses you can take within a single faculty or department, so you'll want to choose a university that allows you to study the courses that you need within your program. Once you've narrowed down your academic options, you can choose your preferred host university based on your personal preferences, the cost of living, and the competitiveness of places at the available host partner. While there are many similarities between Australia and the USA, there are also many differences, especially with regards to academics. One difference is the academic calendar. If you are planning an exchange during UQ's Semester 1, you'll be studying in the US spring semester, usually beginning in early or mid-January until May or June. UQ's Semester 2 is the beginning of the U.S. academic year, which starts with the fall semester, beginning in late August or September all the way until December. This is important to keep in mind if you are looking for courses at your chosen host campus, as you will want to ensure that you have selected courses from the appropriate semester. Many U.S. universities have discipline restrictions and require a certain level of flexibility in the courses that you choose. It is not recommended that you study all of your courses within a single department. It is important to keep in mind that course enrollment at many universities does not happen until shortly before arrival or just after arrival on campus. Additionally, when selecting courses, be sure to pay specific attention to course prerequisites. Before choosing a university, ensure that you have reviewed the Restricted Fields of Study area on your host university's UQ Abroad website. Of course, if you have any questions, please contact UQ Abroad. In general, the course numbering system is similar to UQ, whereas undergraduate level courses are numbered 100 to 400 and postgraduate level courses are numbered 500 plus. This may differ slightly from university to university, so please be sure to pay close attention to course levels and prerequisites. Many U.S. universities will not permit undergraduate students to enroll in postgraduate level courses. Permission may be granted to enroll in one postgraduate level course if prerequisites are met, space is available, and departmental permission is granted. It is not recommended that undergraduate students enroll in any postgraduate courses. Postgraduate seeking exchange in the USA will note that there are very few universities that will allow for postgraduate exchange, as there are many application requirements and course restrictions. If you are a postgraduate student and are interested in your options in the US, please contact UQ Abroad. In drafting your study plan, you may find that course information available at the host university is limited. Course profiles or syllabi may not be released online. If your faculty requires detailed course profiles to approve your courses, do not contact the host university. UQ Abroad may be able to contact the host university and request additional information on your behalf. Please note that the University of California, California State University, and the University of Connecticut will not release course syllabi. If you have nominated any of these universities, you will need to have a full semester of general elective courses available. The full-time equivalent at most U.S. universities is 15 credits, which is typically 5 courses. Please refer to the UQ Abroad website for more information on your host university's specific full-time equivalent information. While taking 5 courses sounds intimidating, the coursework for many U.S. universities is similar to what you would experience here at UQ if you are enrolled in 4 courses. In most classes, assignments, tests, quizzes, and papers are frequent and evenly spaced throughout the semester, and assessment pieces are typically weighted less than what you'll find here at UQ. Another major difference is the fact that attendance is required and often part of your grade. It is also very uncommon to see lectures recorded in the U.S. The USA remains a popular destination for exchange. As such, there are some universities that are highly competitive and very popular. Many universities also require a higher minimum GPA for participants. Additionally, you may need a higher GPA than what is required to secure a place at some of our more competitive or popular host universities. If you are interested in a full-year exchange, there are several universities where space is available for you to spend 2 semesters. Please check with UQ Abroad for the most up-to-date information on availability. Accommodation in the U.S. is typically on campus in shared rooms. If you are living in a campus dormitory, you may be required to purchase a meal plan. Some universities offer guaranteed on-campus accommodation or require all students to live on campus. It is worth noting that the legal drinking age in America is 21, and there are severe consequences and fines for underage drinking, especially in university-managed dormitories. Some universities may even have alcohol policies for students over the age of 21. Some universities may allow international students to live off campus in university-managed dormitories or in share houses. Please note that in many locations across the U.S. it can be difficult to secure a semester-long lease from a private landlord. Costs will vary greatly across the USA. In general, past students have recommended a budget of 12,000 to 15,000 Australian dollars. This, of course, will vary depending on your personal habits and your location, as cost of living varies greatly across the USA. Other costs to keep in mind are airfare, which can be expensive if traveling in semester 1 or the U.S. spring semester, accommodation and meal plans, health insurance, which is required by all U.S. universities, and the visa application and cost of traveling to the U.S. consulate for your appointment. All U.S. universities require international students to maintain adequate health insurance while on exchange. It may be a mandatory requirement that international students purchase the host university insurance plan. It is recommended that you budget for the host university's health insurance plan, which can cost between $400 and $1,800 US per semester, depending on the university's plan. Please do not purchase additional health insurance until you have confirmed that the host university will allow international students to use alternative plans and that the plan that you have chosen has been accepted. When your application is submitted to the host university, approximately 2 to 3 months after the UQ Abroad deadline, you will be required to document that you have access to a minimum amount of funding, typically $7,000 to $12,000 US. Applications will not be accepted without this financial proof. It is important to keep in mind that scholarships and loans may not be sufficient for the host university's documentation at this stage. Finally, all students traveling to the USA are required to obtain a U.S. student visa. It is important to research the visa requirements as early as possible. While UQ Abroad does not provide visa advice, here are a few things to keep in mind. All students must attend an interview at the U.S. consulate in Sydney or Melbourne. Students must be accepted by the host university and be given the visa documents from the host university before beginning the visa application. UQ Abroad has no control over when these documents will arrive, and they can take several months for the host university to prepare them. To travel to the U.S., your passport will need to be valid for 6 months beyond your intended departure date from the U.S. If you do not have enough validity on your passport or you need to renew your passport, you must renew your passport before you are required to submit your application to your host university. Student visas do not allow students to enter the U.S. more than 30 days before the start of classes. For this reason, and because visa documents and applications can take several months to finalize, UQ Abroad does not recommend traveling before your exchange. After exams at the host university, you will have a 30-day grace period to exit the country. If you wish to travel to Canada or extend your travel after your exchange, you will need another visa. Previous arrests may restrict your access to a student visa or entry to the USA. If you have concerns about this, please contact the consulate. If you wish to find out more about the UQ Abroad Exchange program, please watch the other presentations in this series by visiting the UQ Broad website and selecting Attend an Information Session. Our information sessions are listed here. It's also encouraged that you attend one of our discovery sessions. Dates and times will be listed here, and also review our FAQs. The UQ Broad team look forward to working with you in the coming semester to organize your exchange. Thank you for listening.